Good morning to one and all, and welcome to HM Stocks. Today we are going to discuss about some more concepts in detail. So one of the most important topic is dividend. So what is dividend? A dividend is a distribution of profits by a corporation to its shareholders. When a corporation earns a profit of surplus, it is able to pay a proportion of the profits as a dividend to shareholders. Any amount not distributed is taken to be reinvested in the business. So dividend is nothing but when a company earns profits, the profits earned, in the profit some percentage will be given to the shareholders. Who are the shareholders? Who will be purchased the shares of a certain company? They will be getting the profits. So it's able to pay a proportion of its profits as a dividend to shareholders. So they won't pay the complete profits to the shareholders. Only a certain percentage of amounts it will be decided by the board of directors how much percent to be given. So next, when the amount is not distributed to the shareholders, the amount is again reinvested in the company, and again the company will be developed in further and the profits will be more high. So next, as per existing tax provision, income from dividend is tax free in the hands of the investors up to rupees 10 lakhs. So when you get a dividend up to rupees 10 lakhs, you don't have to pay even a single rupee as tax. And beyond the tax is levied at 10% beyond rupees 10 lakhs. That means that if you get a dividend more than 10 lakhs, you have to pay 10% of the received amount as tax. So dividend is nothing, just basic. Just think, when you are a shareholder, you will be having some shares in a company. When the company earns profits, you will be getting some amount of benefits because of that. That is called dividend in simple. So next, how a dividend is given. So first point you can see here is dividend declaration date. It's a date in which a company will announce that it will be giving dividend. For example, a company, Tata Motors, it will be announcing we'll be giving a dividend on this particular date. So that date is known as dividend declaration date. So next, what is ex-dividend date? So second point, ex-dividend date. Ex-dividend date is nothing but the shares should be purchased before the date. For example, dividend date will be given after dividend date. There will be certain amount of days. Before the date, you have to be purchased all the shares which you need. So next, 3, record date. Record date is nothing but after the dividend date, 2 days, the shares you have purchased will be in your demat account. It will be holding in your demat account. It will be compulsory on record date. What is payout date? Seeing how many shares you have, the company will be giving you the dividend according to the number of shares you hold in the company. So I'll give you a clear example about this. Example of dividend important dates. TCS company, we are discussing about TCS company. So declaration date, they have declared on 10/1/2020. TCS announced a dividend, like they have told that they'll be giving a dividend on certain date. So next, ex-dividend date, the date is 23/1/2020. Date before you should buy the shares of TCS to be eligible. It is that on before this 23rd date, you have to purchase how many shares you want. After this date, if you purchase, it will not be counted. Before the date or on the date, you have to purchase the shares how many ever you want. So then you will be eligible to get the dividend. So next, record date. Record date is after 2 days. See, 23, next is 25/1/2020. On the date, the shares of TCS should be in your demat account. The shares which will be purchased before this date or on this date will be coming into your demat account on 25th. This is known as record date. So next, payout date, 31/01/2020. The date TCS pays its dividend to the shareholders who recorded on 25/1/2020. Whoever has their shares in the demat account, only they will be getting the dividend. The TCS company will be paying only to them. So it's just basic. You have to just concentrate, just understand the concepts. It's very easy. So next, so this is another example. In this you can see the announcement dates effective date. Effective date is nothing but ex dividend date. Effective date and ex dividend date is same. So next, dividend type. What is its type? So next, dividend percentage. Okay. So now announcement date is 11/3/2020 and effective date is 19/3/2020. So before 19/3/2020 you have to purchase the shares. Before or on this date you have to purchase the shares which you require. So next, dividend type. Dividend type is interim. So that means that interim dividend. That means that there are types of dividends. Interim means before the ending of the financial year, the company will be giving its dividend. For example, not after 1 year, it will be giving like after 6 months, after 3 months, like they'll give in between, not after the end. So next, see in this dividend type, there's also special dividend. Special dividend means like on special occasions, like whenever the company earns huge amount of profit, then they'll be giving you special dividend. So next, here at last there is a dividend known as final dividend. This is the dividend after completion of the financial year. They'll be giving dividends based upon the profits. Okay. So dividend percent. So you can see the percentage is 1200. So you may be thinking 1200, I'll be getting 1200 times. So that is not the way to calculate dividend percent. So how you will be calculating is that the percentage divided by 100 into the face value of the company. I'll be explaining you what is the face value of the company first. So for example, here you can see the current price is 1825. Current price, you can see all in the middle, first one, current price is 1825. That means at present now the value is 1825. Here you can see what is the face value at right side bottom. Face value is rupees 1. So you may be having what is this face value, what is this current price. You may be having two different. I'll give you a simple example to come to know about what is the face value and what is current price. For example, now I'll be purchasing a land in 2008 for rupees 1 lakh. I'll be purchasing a basic land for 1 lakh rupees in 2008. So after so many years, now it is 2020. So now the price value of that land is around 1 crore. So I have been purchased for 1 lakh. Now the land price is 1 crore. So what is the base price? What is the face value? The face value is 1 lakh. I purchased for 1 lakh. So that is the face value. Now currently that land is how much? That land is around 1 crore. So that is the current price. So face value is how much? 1 lakh. So that means face value is the starting value at which the company will be issuing the shares. So face value is in this company for TCS company is around 1 rupee. It started at 1 rupee, but now the current price was 1825 in that way. So face value here is 1 rupee. So we'll assume same for the calculation of this. So dividend percentage is 1200. So 1200 divided by 100 into face value. Face value is 1 rupee. So 1200 divided by 100 into 1 is 12 rupees. You will be getting 12 rupees per share. So then you will be having, for example, you will be having 1000 shares. So 1000 into 12 is 12,000. So your profit will be 12,000 rupees. So your dividend that you will be getting is 12,000 rupees. Like that you have to calculate. So next, in this the dividend percentage. On this the dividend percentage is 500 rupees. Same way you have to calculate. 500 divided by 100 into face value is 1 rupee. So we'll consider the face value as 1 rupee for all the things. So it will be easy to calculate. You will be getting rupees 5. In the same way, you will be having 10,000 shares and the dividend will be 10,000 into 5. So 50,000. So next, in this you can see interim. All these are interim. In special dividend, you can see it is 4,000. In this you can see 1200, 500, 500. But in special, it is 4,000. That's why it is special. That means that you will be getting high amount of returns, high amount of dividend on special dividend. That is why it is. In this you can see 12 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees. In this 40 rupees you will be earning. So you will be having 1000 shares, 1000 into 40, 40,000 will be your dividend that you will be receiving. So that's why it's called as special dividend. So next, final dividend. Final is as usual. You'll be calculating the same way. 1800 divided by 100 into 1 rupee is 18 rupees. In the same way, you'll be calculating and you'll be receiving your dividends. So that is about dividend. Next, I have explained you about this chart. I just wanted to define the difference between current price and face value. That's why I have I have put this for the presentation. So next, what is dividend yield? Here comes an extra word, yield. What is yield? You may be thinking dividend, what is dividend, dividend yield. I'll be explaining you in detail now. Dividend yield is nothing but the dividend yield or dividend price ratio of a share is the dividend per share, comma, divided by the price per share. It is also company's total annual dividend payments divided by its market capitalization. Assuming the number of shares is constant, it is often expressed as a percentage. Dividend yield is nothing but whatever the dividend you get. I have explained you about dividend. Whatever the dividend you get, that in the previous slide it was shown in rupees, 12 rupees, 15 rupees, 5 rupees. In this, nothing but the percentage will be calculated. How much dividend yield you will be getting, the percentage will be calculated. That is known as dividend yield. The only difference is in there you will be referring it as 12 rupees, 5 rupees. In this you will be finding the percentage. That is the only difference between dividend and dividend yield. So dividend yield formula is annual dividend divided by stock price into 100. So I'll give you a simple example about this. So here you can see company A and company B. Company A has dividend of rupees 15 rupees per share. Company B also gives rupees 15 per share as dividend. And look at the price per share. It is rupees 500. So what is the formula? Annual dividend divided by stock price into 100. So that is the formula. So what we are going to do, so the dividend, annual dividend is 15 rupees. 15 divided by stock price. What is the stock price? 500 rupees. 15 divided by 500 into 100. You will be getting 3%. 3% is the dividend yield. So next, company B. In the same way, 15 rupees is the annual dividend and the stock price is 1000. 15 divided by 1000 into 100, you will be getting rupees 1.5. The only thing why you will be learning dividend yield is that you should know in which company if you invest you will be earning huge amount of profit. So you don't have to calculate directly by yourself all this. You don't have to remember anything. Just when a company, like for example, two companies, TCS and Tata Motors, will announce their dividend. So you will be having an idea which share if I buy I'll be having more amount of dividend I'll be getting. So what you have to do, you have to observe, you have to see it. You can find the dividend yield percentage in apps like Money Control. If you go to the apps, they'll be clearly given the dividend yield percentage. So based on the percentage you can choose any company. So in company A and B, which company will you choose to buy shares? So in which company the percentage is more, in the company you will buy the shares. So for in this company A has 3%, so you will be buying company A shares so that you will have more returns. That's the way to analyze the dividend yield. Next, bonus share. What is bonus share? In this word itself you can come to know what is bonus share. I'll explain in detail about this. Bonus share. Bonus shares are shares that company gives to their existing shareholders in proportion to their already held shares at no cost. They will not be paying any extra amount to get these shares and is usually given by companies when they are short on cash and investors demand a regular income. Sometimes what happens, the company will not be deciding to give cash. They'll be wanting to invest in themselves and they have to give the profits to the shareholders, but what they'll do is that they'll give a bonus extra share for already held shares at no cost. So next, there is no exchange of funds between the shareholders and for the company. It is just a transfer of profits from retained earnings to the equity shareholders of the company, and allotted shares are transferred to the demat account of the shareholders. See, that's what here. You don't have to pay even a single rupee. There is no exchange of cash in between them. Only that extra share will be allotted for the number of shares you have. So next, the ratio I'll be telling you next. Bonus shares are given in the ratio such as 1:5. That means you will be thinking for 1 share I'll be getting 5 shares. That is not the way to look at it. It's like for 5 shares you will be receiving 1 extra share. That means if you have 10 shares, you will be receiving 2 extra shares. If you have 15 shares, you will be receiving 3. If you have 20 shares, you will be receiving 4 extra shares. That way you have to calculate, which means shareholders will receive 1 share out of 5 shares held. That's what I explained you. This is about bonus share. When the company doesn't want to give any extra fund or money, they just want to invest the money, and the investors are demanding money. That time they'll be giving the bonus share. So next, bonus share. How the bonus share is declared? In the same way how I have explained the dividend, in the same way the bonus share is also given. Bonus declaration date. A company will announce the date. On this date the bonus will be given in such a way. So next, X bonus date. Within the date you have to purchase how many ever shares you want. So you can keep it in your, before the date you have to purchase, not after the date. Before the date you have to purchase. On record date the purchased shares will be in your demat account. In the same way as dividend, on record date the shares will be in your demat account. Payout date. On payout date they'll see how many shares you have in your demat account. Seeing that they'll be giving the bonus shares for how many shares you have. According to the shares, 1:5 ratio they'll be giving the shares. So next, this is the bonus history of Infosys company, how they have given the bonus shares and how it is done. In this you can see announcement date, bonus ratio, record date and next bonus date. In this the main thing that you have to focus is on bonus ratio. In this ratio, if you see the first 3, you can see 1:1, 1:1, 1:1. That means that for every share you held, they have given 1 extra share. That means if you was having 1000 shares, you would have received an extra 1000 shares. So that is like double the profit. So next, in this you can see a 3:1 ratio. That means that for each and every share you held, they used to give 3 times. So for example, if I had 1000 shares, they have provided me extra 3000 shares. That means 3 times the profit. That is the way. Based on this, you can see which company is giving you bonus. On that time you can purchase correctly and you can utilize the opportunity and you can maximize your profits. That is the way to look at bonus shares. Next, share split. Share split, it's a very easy concept. What is share split? A stock split or stock divide increases the number of shares in a company. A stock split causes a decrease of market price of individual shares. An individual share price will be decreased, not causing a change of total market capitalization of the company. The most common split ratios are 2:1 or 3:1, which means that the stockholders will have 2 or 3 shares respectively for every share held earlier. That means now, for example, a company's share price will be, per share price will be around 4,000 to 5,000. So many of the small investors cannot buy one share for 5,000 or 4,000 rupees. It will be very expensive for them. That time what the company does, the company will just reduce the share price to half. That time many people who have purchased already may think that, oh, the share price has fallen, that means that we have to sell our shares. That is not the way. I'll give you an example so that you can clearly understand what is a share split. So in this, we have considered a company XYZ. This was after the share split. Okay, so here you can see the main first focus on the price of the share. So price of the share is around 200 rupees. Okay, so number of shares which you are holding for 200 rupees is 1000 shares. So that how much is your total investment now? 1000 shares into 200 rupees each. So 1000 into 200 is 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is your total investment before share split. Okay, so now we'll go after. Look at the price of the share here, 100 rupees. Previously the price of the share was 200 rupees. Now the price of share is 100 rupees. So it has been reduced from 200 to 100. This is a situation where most of the people panic and they think that the share price has decreased and they sell off the shares and they'll be in losses. That is not the way. See, now you have 100, price of the share is 100. Look at the number of shares before. It was 1000 shares. Now the number of shares are 2000. The company has given you 1000 extra additional shares after reducing the price to 100. That means there is no loss at all for you. See, the total investment now, 2000 shares into 100 each. So that means 2 lakh. the total investment is same in before and after. So there is no loss or no profit. This is only, the company does only this only because, so that the lower who are like, who purchase for a small amount, it should be helpful for them. That is the reason the company reduces the price, so that everyone can be easily accessing the shares of the company, and the company price also will go up if it is in that situation. So that is about share split. This is an history of Infosys company share split. So announcement date, old face value, new face value, X split date. In this you can see the old face value was 10 rupees. Okay, they have changed it to 5 rupees. That means they have 2:1 ratio. They made it 2:1 ratio, same as I explained, 2:1 ratio. In the same ratio they have been divided and they have been given the shares. That is about share split. So next topic is buyback of shares. What is this buyback of shares? What is it all about? So buyback is a corporate action in which a company buys back its shares from the existing shareholders, usually at a price higher than market price. When it buys back, the number of shares outstanding in the market reduces. This means that buyback of shares. So when a person want to purchase more shares, what he does is, there will be some of the shareholders who will be holding the shares. He'll give an extra price than the market price to the existing shareholders and purchases them back. For this is done by all the companies, because some of the companies, they'll be having like 49%, 50%. They want to become the owners of the companies. They want to hold more percentage of company. So what they do is, they go to the shareholders, they give them higher than the market price, and the shareholders also will get profit, and the company will again buy back the shares, and they'll also be having the ownership. A buyback allows companies to invest in themselves. Yeah, that's what I told now. By reducing the number of shares outstanding on the market, buyback increases the proportion of shares a company owns. That's what. Now, for example, I was holding only 49% of the shares, and the remaining 51% was being holded by all the people. So what the company wants now, they want to have the ownership back. What they do is, they again buy back the shares for themselves at a higher price than the market price. So even the shareholders will be willing to give it, because they'll be earning profit in an easy way. So that is about buyback of shares. So thank you. That's all for the day. We'll be discussing in the upcoming topics. If you have any queries or any doubts, you can contact us at any time. We'll be available 24 hours. Thank you. Thank you, guys.